The 100th gift that we delivered is one that will always stand out for me. There's a story that ties together with that gift where Anna and I used to spend our Saturday mornings together. That was our routine, and that was our special time. And Anna and I went to the mall, and we had a pretty rough day.
This is the reunion between two people who started out strangers and ended up changing each other's lives.
It came full circle. We met each other in the past, and now we're back meeting each other again.
10 years ago, Jennifer Gwynn says she was in the right place at the right time at Greenwood Park Mall. Pete Malloy was shopping with his special needs daughter Anna when her oxygen tank tipped and popped out her breathing tube. Anna couldn't get any air.
We need some help. Can anybody help? Nurse, doctor, somebody.
Jennifer, a pediatric nurse with special needs kids of her own, knew exactly what to do. She stepped out of the crowd and saved Anna's life.
And I knew again, and someday in my life I would meet that person, I just didn't know when. Life went on. 4 or 5 years later, the foundation got a gift request in from a special needs child that needed a hot tub. So we reached out to the mother who had requested it. She made the comment to the group that was talking to her that she said, "I think I know Mr. Malloy. I think I know Peter Malloy." And when they asked why and how, she told the story of what happened at the mall that morning.
That day, Anna brought them together. Now, Anna's foundation is bringing them together again, choosing Jennifer's 9-year-old special needs son, Alex, as the 100th gift recipient, so Anna can live on, making a difference in Jennifer's son's life.
Whenever I feel that I can't handle anymore, or that life has got too much going on, Anna sends me a sign. And she puts people around us to help us get to the next level, to take care of the next gift. She'll send me a thought when I'm struggling in terms of who do I call. And then all of a sudden I make that call, or we have that conversation, and that person appears. And she just continues to do that. So that's how I know she's in every gift, because she's the one that keeps pushing us along.
This is Hawk. He is a little over a year old. He has a rare genetic mutation called ATP6V1A. He is one of less than 30 known cases in the world. He suffers from infantile spasms, epilepsy. He does not make eye contact or track or grasp items, and he can't sit up or walk or anything like that yet. So yet is the key word there. He's working on it. And he has seizures most frequently when he falls asleep and when he wakes up and while he is asleep. And so we requested a SAMI monitor for him, which will be great because I have slept in the same room with Hawk since he was born for fear of him having a bad seizure and not waking up, and that's a scary thing to live with. So we're so appreciative for this monitor because this will allow me to sleep in my own room and Hawk can stay in his room, and it will alert me if there is a seizure that I need to be there for. We can set the threshold for it. So this is just a wonderful gift, and we're so thankful to Anna's Celebration of Life for this gift. So thank you.
We've seen them at different beaches, different places we've gone, but they're always on a first come, first served basis, and if you don't get there right away, they're gone, and then we went on a trip to Florida, 2 years ago?
Yes.
3 years ago?
3.
And we were near Fort Lauderdale, and we didn't get up there in time to get a beach wheelchair, and we ended up having to park his chair at the edge of the sand and pull him on a blanket all the way down to the water. And it was a good 50 yards.
Yeah.
And he's not light.
Wow.
So this is
just
amazing.
Like I said, amazing that we can do this for him.
It is a muscle wasting disease, and generally it is considered fatal. he's holding his own right now, but generally they walk till about between 8 and 12, and then after that they're usually full-time in a wheelchair. Life expectancy is getting longer, but generally late teens to early 20s.
I can remember taking a bike that was actually almost like a carriage on wheels, and how excited the little guy was that he was going to get out and ride a bike with his family. And they took off on the bike and he just was squealing. So every one of them is special, and I won't say anyone was more special than the other. Every new child we work with is just as cool and just as exciting as the previous child. Now it's fun to be involved with all these children, whereas before, in the beginning, it was like working hard to do something in honor of Anna, and now you just get to do it. So it's just a lot more fun.
This is Anna's Celebration of Life Midnight Mile, and it's an event that the Youth Board does to raise money for special needs kids in Indiana. This is our 5th annual event, and last year we raised over $22,000, and that money is going to Riley Hospital for Children. I got involved 2 years ago when I became a member of the Youth Board. I knew Anna Malloy, so it's very, very near and dear to my heart. So I'm very happy to be raising money for special needs kids.
It's open to everyone. It's mostly high school students though. And we invite all of them to come out and walk a mile at midnight to raise money for Anna's Celebration of Life.
We have a lot of fun. We have games and prizes and face paint and glow sticks.
It's so much fun, you meet so many people, and it's a great cause.
The Board of Youth Directors would like all of you to know that thanks to your support and the generosity of our sponsors, this year's event has raised more than $24,000, surpassing last year's record total.
If people want to get involved, we have sign-up sheets over on the concession stand, and every year it's open to anybody who wants to come and participate or volunteer.
So after playing golf for nearly 8 hours, we were finishing the first hole, right? And we had just eagled the first hole. We were very thirsty too, and we were involved in a really intense, we're in an intense game. We're highly competitive people, you see. Yeah, 22 under, thank you very much. And we had just eagled the first hole. And so as we were starting to exit the hole, we sat in the car and nothing was happening. In fact, I had to push the car. And we had texted hundreds of people to signal to them that the doctor, myself, and being a board member, we were being dismissed. They were not paying attention to us. So we were very, my Italian temper got a little fired up, and I almost picked the cart up and was going to toss it into the little lake. Yet, my partner Chuck invited me to step back and breathe. I did that. And what do you think happened? The gentleman arrived finally. And then, do you know what he said? He said, Chuck, put the cart in neutral. And do you know that the cart goes nowhere when it's in neutral? I said, well, it might have been a good idea if you would have put a placard in the cart to say what happens when it goes in neutral. We thought it was out, there was no light, there was no indicator, and there we were stuck for hours on end to finish this game. What do you think?
Sweet.